Hi. I don't know why I'm suddenly feeling very nervous. I was trying to turn this down just a little bit. I've been kind of gearing up to do, like, I've been thinking about it for a good hot minute now, and gearing up to get back and do round two, if you will. And I don't know. I find myself sitting here in the meantime, like pumping myself up and pumping myself up and pumping myself up. But we're just getting started. We're here, and we ain't going nowhere. At least I'm not for a little minute. I hope you join me. Hope you stay. Uh, so we'll get this going. Becky, you figure it out. Welcome, you figure it out. Prophecies, are they prophecies? Maybe just good life advice. You know, I'll let you be the judge of all that. But I don't know. I like to write. So I have a few things that I've written that I kind of came across today in trying to find other things. I stumbled upon these and decided I wanted to share them and we'll draw some cards and kind of see what messages, whatever we need to hear. Embrace the telepathy, right? Please, brand new at all of this part of it, if you will. And so please help me out. Subscribe, like, comment, do whatever all that is, and kind of get it out there. Help me grow. Let's grow together. So I am huge around the music. We're definitely gonna have a key theme of that going throughout the way. As far as as far as playing in the background, I personally have this crazy weird soundtrack playing in my life all the time. I don't know if you guys experience this as well, but lots and lots and lots of messages. So yeah, we'll see what we have to say. I went ahead and shuffled all the cards I'm going to be using 6 times each already. I've got a thing about 7 shuffles, so I'm going to save that perfect number 7 shuffle for you. And here we are. We'll see see where we go with this. I'm going to start off with the couple things I had read that I wanted to share. I just lost the one that I was trying to find, that I had pulled up on the page. It refreshed, but it's okay because we're going to start with this other one. Anyway, so this was right before. Gosh, everything's running so slow now that I'm needing it. So don't worry, we'll get better as we grow as far as any of that goes. My setup is admittedly not as strong as it could be at this point in time. It was definitely something I've thought about for a minute now, and impulse thing yesterday said, grab your camera and go. Why not? You gotta start somewhere. And so here we are in the meantime. And I wanted to do this earlier today while the kids are at school. I had much stronger signal. The kids are home and everything's running a little bit slow and not pulling up. So is this kind of how is this where you're at in life right now? You're just like nervous. You're like pumping yourself up for this talk, repeating yourself like over and over again, making sure my hair looks good, which it looks exactly the same as it did when you started fiddling with it 40 minutes ago. Connection's a little slow. You have it ready to go, and then all of a sudden it disappears. Like, I feel it. You got something big coming up. You got a big talk coming. You're pumping yourself up. Are you texting out messages and deleting them, recording videos? I'm really big at. I found along the way, I guess, especially through those COVID years, just even videoing myself talking to myself became great therapy. And then going back and hearing what you say the way you say it, like, and hearing what you say, because, you know, you say these things, but you don't always hear what you say. And I'll tell you, all of a sudden you start connecting dots that you didn't even realize were hidden over there in the picture, you know. You know, look at all these dots. Like, you're over here just being grateful, which is cool, but like, what's behind all that gratefulness? Looks like magic to me, doesn't it? Beautiful. So, life's got you feeling a little stuck. That was our number one card yesterday, right? It was the 8 of Swords. She's sitting there loosely tied up with a blindfold on, swords on this side, swords on this side. But, you know, she can shake out of those ropes and take the blindfold off and step forward or backwards. There's a little space between both, and you turn around, there's a bridge going to a castle, and you just gotta decide to shake off all those ropes, right? In the meantime, since it's not my signal's not as good as it could, I am going to actually pause this and turn on the hotspot on my phone and see if I can speed this little flow along real fast. I'll be back. So I got everything pulled up. I don't even know why. I'm just sitting here dilly-dallying, wasting time, seeing something shiny over here. Like, I got everything pulled up, and then a friend called and I was talking to her, and mind you, I have a show tonight that it's a little work field trip, if you will, and so I don't know if you're familiar with Goose, funky jam band, good time, and so like I gotta wrap all this up so I can get out the door and go dance my ass off tonight and have a great time. And I'm super pumped for it. And again, for some reason, I'm still just in that text delete. Like, ooh, something shiny over here, and oh, but we have this over here, and you know, there's still plenty of time. We can, right? Oh, so there's all that. Like, I'm still like channeling energies, my own energies, if you will. But I feel if something led you here, then maybe you're feeling all this too. It's that like super excitement, but like, oh my goodness, like, let's take our time. I'm so ready for this to be here right now, but ooh, can we just move a little bit slower? Hold on, am I quite ready yet? Like, remember the last one that we just put? Just as perfect as it needs to be. It's just as perfect as it needs to be. Let's get this show on the road. So, this was a trip I took into Arkansas, Mirror Lake Falls. A little road trip with my kids. And these are things I had written after that. So we start off, we have Mirror Lake's Falling Reflections. For only when you look deep in the mirror, may you heal... dang it, I took screenshots of it all so I could see it, but I didn't click on the see more part. So I still don't even have the whole passage. One second to see if I can get it to pull up quickly, and if not, then we're just gonna go. Did you proofread all your stuff before you sent it, or are you just sending those emails willy-nilly without paying attention?
This should be obvious by virtue of the fact that you're even alive. I mean, how unlikely is your existence? I put it to you, pretty unlikely. And yet here you are.
Which actually brings me to, this was the second one I was going to come back with. However, it's here now, so here we are. I have slayed many renditions of myself in my life. The savage beast, the lover, the trampled giver. I've lost my will, I've gained my soul. I became a dreamer, a realist, a rebel, a follower, and a collector of love and pain. I collaborate with my demons, and I seek clarity from my angels. My past is filth and beauty, my present is dark and enlightening, and my future Well, who the fuck knows? I only told the moon. I only told the moon. And while the moon may whisper secrets while we sleep, it's all an esoteric tale, if you will. I always say it's, I'm seeing all the stars in the photo, and yeah, it's connecting dots. Life is connecting dots, but the dots aren't numbered. And then you look at the universe and look at, like, we have stars and dots everywhere, and they all connect and they all form this grand picture. However, they're not numbered to the 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, you gotta figure out, and sometimes those dots are hidden away. You gotta maybe look in the mirror. And hopefully that will bring us to Mirror Lake Falls. So I have got a passion for waterfalls. And I am sorry, TLC. Chase those waterfalls. Don't stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to, because, you know, there's a whole wide world out there full of adventure waiting for you to come and take your glimpse, if you will. And if you always stick in the rivers and lakes that you're used to, like, those lakes get stagnant over time if that water doesn't ever... If it doesn't have a good ecosystem and flow. I mean, I guess if you're comfortable in your lake that has a good, functioning, healthy ecosystem, and then, like, sure, you do you, boo. Like, However, at least go out and explore and see what else. What other waterfalls might be out there? They, you know, waterfalls, there, it's a healing, rejuvenating energy. You know, it's seemingly the same waterfall, right? Like, maybe water's heavier or lighter, or sometimes it dries up, sometimes it overflows. However, even from second to second, it's a completely different waterfall. The waters are in different places. There's different forms, different waves, different splashes. It carves out the ecosystem around it over time, carving through stone, reshaping the land, building these canyons, creating these deep craters, and then filling them all in again with rock and sand when it floods, and, like, healing, rejuvenating, always new waterfalls. Like, you need to clean some energy and realign yourself, ready to burst something new. Go sit by those waterfalls. We're all moving a lot faster right now. I was just being a silly little goose earlier. I was getting a little too ready. Like, I'm gonna save the silly goose here for showtime. Showtime. Alright. So, Mirror Lake's Falling Reflections. For only when you look deep into the mirror may you heal even the wounds that you didn't know you felt. Standing on the edge of infinity, you are left with one choice: let go and fall. But don't be scared. This is where your journey gets good. You see, it's in the fall that you find your true power and you realize your purpose. You have finally broken away. No longer stuck in that eddy, in that stagnant lake, right? You have finally broken away. Only then may you continue on your path with force, carving through stone and reshaping the land, letting flow the healing waters of your soul into the universal collective, spreading eternal zen and rising. And then below this is another thing, and it's just a quick, like, I watched as a young blind boy, guided by his father. This was such an amazing experience. Watched as a young blind boy, guided by his father, hiked to and touched the waterfall. What an incredible experience. Hands down, one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Grateful and taking nothing for granted. And I will say, it was great. So my kids are over here playing in the little pond of the falls, if you will. And So I'm sitting over here on a rock. The little path that goes down like behind the falls is up here. I'm just sitting there chilling, soaking it all in, you know, getting my little quiet me time. And this young boy, who is probably about the same age as my kids, maybe a little bit older at the time, maybe, I don't even know, it doesn't matter, is hiking down the trail, kind of obviously feeling his way around, but it wasn't scared feeling my way around. It was like an intuitive da-da-da, and his father was standing right behind him, not touching him, not leading his way, but right behind him. Okay, now you're gonna have to step up here in a minute. All right, and the trail turns just a little bit to the left. Okay, there's a little rock over here by your right foot. You know what I mean? And that little boy, I'm getting goosebumps all over thinking about it. That little boy walked up to that waterfall and reached his hand out, and the water washed all over him. And the look on his face, like you could just feel this incredible, powerful, beautiful moment. And I was just sitting there going like, and I'm so lucky enough to be able to sit here and watch this and witness this as well. Like I just sat there watching the whole thing and I didn't say a word and let them have their moment. And oh my God, like thank you for allowing me to sit here and witness this moment. And it was, there's so many times in life that we're blind and we don't know what's right around the corner, right? And we sit here stuck in our heads, rewriting messages because what's going to be on the other side of that message, and trying to hit record, but finding something shiny over here to occupy, so we can just put it off a little bit longer. There's still time, right? Like, imagine that little boy starting off down the trail. Like, he probably, and I don't know, I wasn't there, but, I can imagine you're starting off a nervous wreck, until you learn that you can trust the guidance that you're being given. Trust them when they say that, hey, there's a rock ahead by your right foot. Hey, the trail bends a little bit up here. You can trust this. And then, oh my God, all of a sudden, that water is washing all over you, and you just feel this healing rebirth of the waterfall. Right? It's 11:44. I love it. Beautiful. So, hopefully that's the theme we're coming into, right? Like, we were so stuck yesterday. Like, we'll see where everything goes. I've got my deck here, Rider-Waite inspired, whatever, Rider-Waite. And then I have my Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Tarot and just their regular tarot guidebook. I love the little messages on the inside of the boxes for the lid of the tarot cards. Right? I'm going to share those. I like to share them every time I mess with the cards, if you will. It says, welcome to the Wild Unknown. You will find no wrongs or rights inside this box. Only mirrors for reflection. Mirror Lakes Falls. Open your mind, draw a card, and have fun on your journey. 2 feet, 4 feet, scales are hide. May your minds stay open and our wings span wide. Fly, baby, fly. Maybe the eagle soaring over top of the falls. That eagle has to learn to walk and fly. I was going to say crawl because it kind of rhymed, but I don't really think eagles crawl. So there's that. So I did start off the music with the music that was playing when I shuffled at the cards to kind of keep that vibe. However, I'm all about my little bag of tricks here. So we're going to draw a die out of the bag and roll on it and see what playlist inspires everything going forward, if you will. Anyways, I do my Spotify. I've got my daily playlist picking number 1 through 6. If we get something higher than 6, then we'll get creative with it. They have more lists in there that we can count down. So, like I said, we'll see what we get. It helps that we drew a 6-sided die. So, alright. So, pick a number 1 through 6. What do you got? Number 3. All right. So I am going to pause this. I'm going to get number 3 lined up, ready to go, and see you on the other side. All right, so we have our playlist number 3. We start off with the morning song, by the way. Perfect. Coming Out of the Dark. Number 7. Ah, well, it fell out already. 5 of Wands. It's that conflict. Kind of a passionate little struggle, but you know, like they're practicing fighting, they're play fighting, they're defensive. Like no one's actually hitting each other or attacking. They're all just all worried. Forget about your worries and let them go. Because you know, what was behind that was 10 of Cups. Ultimate emotional fulfillment. Rainbows. Every bluegrass song we know. Dancing with your shoes off. I'll tell you, my own personal, like, dancing's what it's about. Like, I just want to hear the music play and it's sort of life, death in the universe. Yeah. Like, I just want to dance. And my favorite times ever can be dancing to those festivals late night, all night long. The music never stops. Always something to go do. Again, as you'll see if you haven't gathered this already along the way, fan of the song. Speaks. So we're just going to draw a few. I'm going to try to keep this on the short and sweeter side of things. And, because, again, I do got to go, and some of these have got a little long. Practicing my timing, learning my time management, if you will. So, what do we need to hear? One fly out over there. What do we need to hear? Oh, there's another one. Almost hit you in the face. Oh, I can see that one. Star card. Hope. Wishes. Look at those stars. Connect those dots. Let's see what we had. We start off with patience. Just need a little patience. You have those swords hanging over you, but you have one at your side. You know, right now, just rest. Yeah, I was hoping that was going to work a little better. Still trying to figure out something to use until I figure out whatever I'm going to use. If you will. If you will. That works. Enough. Have some patience though, because eventually you'll work through whatever the heck it is, and you'll build up so much anxiety about whatever it is, and you know, just hit record, just hit send, I definitely had a moment once where, oh my goodness, I'm just like, I had this message typed up, and for some reason I just couldn't hit send. I'm so nervous about just hitting send. So my friend was with me, and she's like, do you want me to do it for you? I was like, yes, oh my god, please. And I handed her my phone, and she just hit send, handed it back. I was like, oh my god, thank you. Like, I felt such a huge relief already. But it was like, I had my words, I knew what I wanted to say, they were all perfect. Got my little rhyme flow game going. I call it speaking in Seuss. I speak in Dr. Seuss sometimes and get a little rhymey with it. And, couldn't do it. I don't know why. I was worried. But I couldn't let it go. So next we had that bridge out of troubled waters. Great. They are on their way to a brand new journey. They just came out of this storm. They have nothing left except for the clothes on their back, mother and child, and the guy rowing the boat, you know. And but you know, in the morning when that sun comes up, you can see, and those waters are still. Look at that reflection. You can only, like, oh, it's something else I wrote somewhere along the way, but essentially whatever the point of it was, You know, the best reflections are in the stillest waters. Like, you gotta have those still waters to be able to see everything around, or everything reflected below, or if you're constantly going, if you're always in the waves. But they're on their way. We're just gonna go back with this. I mean, I'm sorry you can't necessarily see it all. Again, we're still in the bear with me part of it. We'll perfect this. Again, process, not a problem. There's hope for us all, after all, when, hope for us all. And isn't that beautiful, right there? Patience, because that boat is coming out of troubled waters, and it's on the other side. All your hopes and dreams. Look at the stars. Talk to the stars for answers. When was the last time you went out stargazing? Jupiter has been fierce in the sky as of late. Unfortunately, I grew up out in the country, and the stars are incredible. Not like some places I've been. But living in the city now, you got some of your main stars, and they're still cool. And even going out to my parents isn't quite as cool as it used to be, as far as the city has moved out towards the country, and light pollution is a thing, and that light pollution is seemingly dimming the stars. But that was something, and you may have read this as a meme somewhere along the way that I took, but it was, stars can't shine without darkness. Until a friend of mine pointed out to me one day, he said, you know what, actually they still do shine, you just can't see them as well. Boom! You're right. So, just because you can't see or shine right now, doesn't mean you're not still shining. You're fucking glowing. And just because you're over here in this other light, and your star seems dimmed and faded, there's someone over here on the other side that doesn't have that light right now, and all they see is your shine. So it's perspective, possibility, perspective. Feeling stuck, anxious, nervous, rewriting those texts, deleting them over again, recording those videos and deleting them over again, fiddling with your hair before hitting play. Oh, something shiny over here. Oh, I forgot I needed to look up elephants riding dogs. That sounds really dirty. I didn't mean it that way. I was trying to come up with something outlandish, really. So we'll go with Dumbo elephants flying, purple elephants flying. And I want to know what would happen. What's gonna happen when purple elephants fly? Kind of concerned about this right now. Oh my God! Google, tell me what is gonna happen when purple elephants start flying. I was just thinking, it'd be funny if I had my voice thing set up. I don't. I hate the whole Siri shit. But, if I had that popped up right now and Google started talking back to me with an answer, I would be dead. That'd be great. Google, what's going on? But you know what? These purple elephants aren't flying, so why are you spending all your time worried about purple elephants that fly? Because, first of all, I maybe a variation of gray, maybe a grayish purple elephant. But, and Dumbo flew, so... I did see an elephant fly. It was a cartoon. However, have patience. Get yourself unstuck. You can let yourself out. I think we discussed that earlier. Exactly. I said, remember yesterday's first card on the draw was that Eight of Swords. And she's only trapping herself. She's stuck in her own head. She would just, swords are a mental game, mental intellect. If she would just shake herself out of those ropes, she has a castle right behind her. On Riverside, beautiful. If only you could see. See with your true eyes. See with passion. Calculated passion. Fiery. Outspoken. He's got dreams and visions, and you know what? He doesn't just have dreams and visions, he's made them come true. And so kings are very on their game. So he's not the Knight of Wands, which is very impulsive and rash and charming. You're a little young playboy, if you will. He's the king. And he's still charming as all fuck, but he is refined and composed. And he's still got that passion burning, but you know what? You only see it when you look deep into those eyes. That smile and that spark and that starshine from over here in the dark. Right? And really, I just even bring into, so I can see this 3 different ways. Like, which one are you? Are you the one stuck over here that this passionate king is looking at? Are you the passionate king looking at this stuck girl over here who just needs to stop getting in her own way? Or is it the evolution from? Is it the evolution from the stuck girl into this king of wands? And you know what, I would say that more if that king was looking forward, but the king's looking back. However, like, we'll just keep going on that note. However, I did have a thing earlier, like, it's the whole, remember Lot's wife, don't look back, da-da-da-da, God turned her into a pillar of salt. NA on the periodic table, not applicable, right? And people always say, like, well, you know, don't even look back, keep going forward. I have been the queen my whole life of like, right, this is done, I'm moving on, going over here, da-da-da. You know, sooner or later, all that catches up and you have got these big demons looming over you that, you know, they just want to be acknowledged. This is where we, that first thing that we read, right? We plot with our demons or whatever. Befriend your demons. Like, they just really want to be acknowledged. They're not really quite as scary as you thought they were. They just wanted someone to say hi. Oh, I see you there. I hear you. Walk with me. Right? You gotta meet them in the dark. Bring them into the light. And then you have them by your side, protecting you all the rest of the way. However, how did I end up getting on that? We've got this girl stuck in that passionate king looking back. So I feel like if it were the evolution, he would be looking forward. However, I have recently been revisiting this old lesson of mine, and maybe not so much in the physical aspects, but it's been those messages popping up that I feel like I shared it on the very first video I recorded that still got a little long and I'm working on upload, so we'll see when and if that one ever makes its way. However, like I've talked about the NA, salt, on the periodic table, not applicable before. Like, she looked back, she didn't obey, so God made her not applicable anymore, and well, I'd be pretty salty about that if it were me. I'll tell you what, frozen in time, just saying, makes the girl a little salty. But you know, you gotta look back because you gotta heal. You gotta remember so you know how to move forward. You know, we gone through all these lessons and experiences in the past. And maybe they didn't lead you into somewhere that you have been thrilled with. But, you know, how do you make different changes? Like, you can't make different changes if you don't notice the different patterns. If you don't start connecting those dots, numbered or not, you're never going to see it. You're awareness bursts the new, right? Alright, let's do one more here. We'll pull out the wild animal. What? One more card. What's next? What's next? Well, that is way more than one card, and we're not going to do that. However, standing there, Wands, passion, waiting for the ships to come in. You can see him on the horizon, and he's ready. Standing there waiting. And it has a lot to say, mind you. Oh my goodness, look at everything there's to say. However, not trying to shut you up while you're patiently waiting. I want to hear all your thoughts. However, one at a time. I got one for right now. We got to sum this up. What's next? I know, I see him coming in on the horizon. Come meet me. Who are you waiting to meet? Oh! Coming in. hot, passionate. Remember that impulsive, I love this so much, actually. This is great. I got it now. So, that passionate, impulsive, rash, playboy, charming Nine of Wands that I was talking about earlier. Here he is, actually. I said he's not impulsive, he's calculated. He's reviewing the past over here. But that, the Knight of Wands, Knights are all messengers, messenger cards. The Knight of Wands is the second fastest card in the tarot deck. He is coming in hot and fast with a fiery passion. I'll tell you, like, he may be a little charming playboy and not even think of what he's, like, impulsive as all fuck, but he means what he does with every passion and fiber in his beings. Like, if he's not all about it, then if this is something that's gonna bore him, I don't know. Passionate. And we got these pyramids in the background. It's a mission and a journey, a path of the ancient and archaic knowledge, ancient and archaic origin. They're both looking back. You got messages to deliver to your past. That's it, right there. So stuck. You're looking at your past self, old stuck, trying to get out of it, your present self, whatever. Are you, I don't know, I can again see this as one's own internal or two different people, if you will. You know? However it fits for you, you know, if it resonates for you, take it. If it doesn't, then don't take it. Everything is timeless and time is fluid, and you know, if it doesn't fit for you now, like, come back later on and hey, maybe it fits today. These are general readings for the entire collective. I'm playing off the energies and the songs that I'm feeling right now. So right now it's the patience, or the, I'm sorry, we had the patience. I wish I need 2 tears. Patience, because you're stuck. But you know what? Rest. It's okay. Just rest. Shake those ropes off. Turn around and see the castle behind you, because the king is right there, waiting passionately. Your future self. Divine masculine over here. Counterpart. Counterpart. Wouldn't fit with any of these cards, if you will. That's just the little, that's just me. But he's just sitting there, you know, so he's very still. He's looking back, reflecting over all this with passion. And again, he's got these passionate things. But he is still. He's texting and deleting, if you will. Not that I'm going to say the king is anxious. He's anxious behind closed doors. He's not going to let you see that, maybe. But eventually, you know, you just got to be impulsive and go. And deliver that message that you're trying to send. Hit send. Pass the phone over to a friend. You got all your words typed out and you just can't do it, but you're sure you want to do it. Hand it to your friend. Let them hit send for you. Right? You know, like, find whatever your little catalyst is. Because, you know what? We all just want something beautiful in this life. You know, the best part is that King of Wands is a boat out of troubled waters. Sit there still on it. Keep your hand on whatever your passion is. Also known as the boat is coming out of troubled waters. We got hope on the other side. We have that Knight of Wands delivering a fiery, passionate message of hope. Beautiful. At the bottom of the deck of all of that, messages. Hit send. It's okay. Make that phone call. Whatever you gotta do. Whatever you're trying to say, spit it out. Because we got more messengers. But you know, the Knight of Pentacles, on the opposite end of this fast, passionate, impulsive Knight of Wands, he's slow and steady, and he has tended to his garden. You see all his rows of crops in the background. And yeah, I was gonna say, I'm trying to see if you see like the little green buds and stuff, and you know, I can maybe see like a little green faint whatever, but maybe that's just my eyes. You can kind of see where it's highlighted. So, you know, maybe, I don't know, are our seeds sprouted yet? I'm not really sure, but they're there and they're tilled and they've been well taken care of and well watered, and they will grow. And when they will grow, you're going to have this beautiful green abundant field, because that's what the Knight of Pentacles is about. Like, pentacles are not necessarily just money, although obviously pentacle coin, but whatever your passion and stability, not passion, because passions is wands. We got the passion over here. This is the stable, secure, grounded, earthly, whatever abundance is to you in whatever form that may be. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's a good job. Maybe it's building your own, whatever it is, you're going to be able to provide. He's bringing in that stable, slow and steady wins the race, right? Tortoise and the hare, slow and steady wins the race. And at the end of this long, long, slow day, right? So, bottom of the deck is the base cards, your underlying energy of all of this. Patience. So you're feeling stuck. But you know what? That's so you can tend your fields. It takes time to tend the fields. So are you really stuck? Or is there just more to plow? Is there more to water? Did you lay all your seeds? Is everything ready to go? Because I gotta make sure this is perfect. I'm so passionate and ready to go, calculated to bring that boat out of troubled waters for the moment that everything is ready to go, and I can fastly, impulsively, passionately come in with, again, this beautiful, eternal message of hope. I love it. No, really, I feel like that's all I have for this deck, if you will. So I'm going to pause this because I have noticed issues with my uploading links and stuff. Like, again, we're working with some old slow tech here. My technology is not state of the art, at least, but that's okay. Hey, you know what? You have everything you need right here, right now to make things beautiful. It's that 2311, which my military time 1111. Every time I see it, there it is again. On that note, I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna see you here in just a few. See you here in a click of a button. And some Mountain Brew. Cheers. Rebirth Phoenix. Didn't count for anything, I just pulled it out. However, I did go in there 6 shuffle earlier, so it does kind of count for something. So I'm going to draw 3 cards of each, and then we'll take a peek at that underlying energy, of course. And we'll go. This is going to be kind of a mix of like the intuitive as well as a little by the book. I'm not such a huge fan of necessarily reading through the book. However, you know, there's always another view that I haven't seen. They've got a different way of looking at it. So until I commit maybe more of these views that I like to memory. Ooh, we got 2 offhand. We got all 3 right there. Dang. Yeah, I made that nice and fast. The dragon, spirit energy watching. That magical third eye. Pine cone. A rainbow around him. Mainly in those yellows and greens, right? So yellow and greens would be your like sacral chakra and your heart chakra, right? The yellows and greens, your sexual, passionate, fiery energy, and your heart, your emotional core, I'm even going to say, because we got 3 and 3 of our 7 main core energy. The emulsifying agent between the higher realms and the lower realms, the heart. Love story of oil and water. You got to have something in the middle to allow the two to blend, to allow them all to soak in, soaking up this view. The elk card, the elk, again, magical, especially in this picture, is that I'm gonna say just even the seemingly big wise, he's got these antlers that reach to the sky that are connecting him with the energy of the sun. Black hole sun. We got our yin yang. It's the reflections. Like I say, I feel like life is really just backwards and upside down reflections. This is really kind of how I imagine the whole scene of the things. And we have our hawk flying high in the sky. Earth energy, air energy, soaring. Soaring. Look at those colors matching. So you go from being this elk on the ground with these antlers connecting you to the ethers, to this bird soaring with power. You got your new wings ready to fly, right? That was our 2 feet, 4 feet, scales or hide. May our minds stay open and our wings span wide. Holy shit. Like, got those cards that capture this right here. That's pretty good. That's dope. I like it. And again, the colors are all blending. Like we've got our greens down below the eye, but you see up on top those yellows and oranges, I wish they were more spread out so you could see the full thing, but you get it here. To that hawk soaring in the sky, owning it, right? Amazing. That's good. Get in your head. Oh, you got that lone wolf at the base of the pack, at the base of the deck. Same color scheme kicking there, though. You see that? So at the base of the situation, you're so used to going as that lone wolf, right? Looking out for the pack. But you know what this fits? Like, I guess I don't really know. I know deers kind of run in herds periodically, because you see them solo quite a bit in the woods. I know. I don't live in an area for elk, so I don't like. I know there are herds, but are they more of a? Like I feel you can always see the picture of the one elk standing. It's the leader of the pack, right? To that hawk. And I know the hawks they're solo. They're all right. Anyways, we'll move on here. Move on to the next deck and kind of clarify these and help get a new perspective on things. Just be happy. I don't care who you are. Just be happy. But, you know, allow yourself to feel the unhappier moments in life so that way you can look forward without them looming over you, dragging you down, triggering new situations. learn what you needed to learn so you can grow forward without losing it. Alright. The Magician. This is perfect again. Oh my god, that color scheme's sticking. But I'll tell ya, it's the jaguar, I want to say. Cheetah, jaguar. I think it's a jaguar. Cheetah. I'd have to look at the two pictures and compare them. I'm really feeling jaguar energy off of this, but either way, could be cheetah, fast fucking cat. I don't even know. It doesn't even matter. The rays of the sun coming out all behind him. He's got all the tools at his disposal. He's got his swords for his mental game. He's got his pentacles for his stability. He's got that cup for that emotional angle, emotional depth, if you will. And the wand to pull in that passionate, fiery energy. Eternal. Infinity symbol right there on his chest. Eternal, bright energy of manifesting, because you create it. Take what you see and create it. Manifest it. Use that insight, because truly it's the only way you're manifesting. What insights are you getting? Bring them out into fruition. Right? Two more, please. What are we feeling today? Well, the Animal Tarot here. I guess we already drew the animal part of it. However, the Wild Unknown, Son of Cups. So similar to that Knight of Wands and Knight of Cups that we drew in that first go around, he's a messenger card. He is slow and steady, not quite as slow as the Knight of Pentacles, but he is bringing an overflowing cup that is pouring out a rainbow of light, that graceful swan. Beautiful, charming, deep, familiar with swimming in the waters. Familiar with swimming in the waters. So you're manifesting this new message, this new gift, this new offering. He's offering. He rides in on his horse, holding out a cup, offering this emotional message, manifesting an emotional message. Are we using our antlers to manifest? Is this the connect? Gosh, what's the word I want to use? Essentially, yeah, the satellite signal to the sky. Manifesting. Alright. One more. Bam. Beautiful. Lovers. Rainbows. Shooting out from the sun. And we have that passionate sexual energy coming out from that deep core, but I'll tell you, it transforms into this root energy here, which is your foundation. Adding in a little of that divine light in there with the pink and the blue, communication, greens, heart. I guess that's really probably supposed to be more orange. It looks even, but there's... I'm blanking on the... I'm blanking on the name of the orange. Fill in my blanks. But here we are, man. That's what we're doing. Is this what we're manifesting? This is what happens when we pour out that cup. I love this too. All of the cards have that same color energy until the dragon all around that third eye, that spirit eye, watching, pouring out that rainbow, shooting out that rainbow. Follow it. Follow your intuition. Let your intuition guide you. Look at these birds soaring in the sky. From one becomes two, right? 11:22. two whole. Even. I think that's the most beautiful part about it. It's not even like, oh, I found my other half. It's, oh, I'm whole and you're whole. Let's be whole together. Take this as a, again, personal relationship with you and what is it? Whoever your other, whoever you may have your eye on, or maybe it's someone new. Although you've been manifesting it, whatever it is, you're manifesting it using all of your insight. Oh, that's where I was going with it. I was sitting there going like, oh, and I had something else. What was it? But even if it's not you and another physical body out there, like this could be just even within yourself. The union of your masculine and feminine, because we all have it within us. Some of us favor one more, some of us the other. Make them work together. The logical mind and the rational mind, your right hemisphere of the brain and your left hemisphere of the brain, like the uniting of the two. The light and the dark, your angels and your demons. It was that message that we read in the very beginning. Like, I keep using plot, but I don't think that was what the word was. But you know what? I plot with my demons and I seek clarity from my angels. Like they're working together. Power of both worlds combined. Well, then you're unstoppable. You're riding in rainbows, flying in rainbows. Again and again. Alright, and at the bottom of everything, the Daughter of Wands. So she is passionate, new beginnings. She's in the other deck, she's standing there, her feet are planted firmly on the ground. She's got her rod in hand, she's passionate, stable, secure. She's still delivering, or I always view it as she's like beginning this journey of, again, that ancient and archaic journey. You have the pyramids in the background, and gosh, I'm feeling that so hard right now. I'm feeling my heart chakra. A new beginning. Look at this. A lone wolf on a new beginning of an ancient and archaic mission. The snakes. Snakes can be viewed as your Kundalini energy. They say you get the snake rising up your spine, and depending on the stories and stuff, there's one snake, there's the two snakes twisting in the caduceus, there's something I remember, like 7 snakes. It's the seven layers of the 7 chakras. 7 snakes, like however, I don't know. It depends how many snakes you got in you. The snake is. Oh, I did get distracted because I was sitting there going like, how do I want to go with the snake? Because we're portrayed the snake in the tree, and they're evil and slimy and not to be trusted. Like they made Eve eat this apple, right? Poison the whole world. However, the apple is an awakening, and the snake, the Kundalini energy rising at the spine, offered this awakening of. Right, and they say an apple away kept the doctor away. So, something to be said for all of that, right? They're depending on the snake. Like most snakes that I'm familiar with, like they're not really just gonna jump out and attack you for no reason. They're feeling threatened. They're defensive. We had a king snake in our basement once growing up, getting out in the country, that I remember it was one of those like, oh, you leave him alone. He eats the rodents and stuff that are around. You have your Oberos, the snake eating its own tail. Yeah. The future's coming on. I don't know. It all looks good. The future looks good. You're manifesting it. Keep using your insight. Even if you don't see it coming with your 2 eyes, know that everything you feel is right. You know it's there. Shouldn't be scared. Don't be scared. Bet you didn't think so, I command you to. Alright. I guess this is really it. You know what? I do want to... I'm going to pull out my moon cards on this one. I feel like I want just like one more. Like I need just one more. Famous last words, just one more. So crazy. So, yeah, I guess I'm feeling that's the overall energy of everything that I know I have felt during this reading. Was this starting off? Why am I delaying this? The future's coming. Just do it. Just go. Da-da-da. Quit rewriting these messages and deleting them. Just hit play on the thing. Just make that choice. Just go for it. But, ooh, there's something shiny over here. And, ooh, I gotta fix my hair over here. And, ooh, there's a purple elephant flying over here. Right? You're so nervous about taking that next step that, you know what, if you just stop thinking about it so much. I had this the other day. I was like, it seems that every time I'm either overthinking or I'm just rash and impulsive. But when I'm overthinking things, well, now I'm just a little bit stuck in my head. Like, your head is the scariest place to be. That Eight of Swords, she's stuck in her head, right? I feel like we're on number 4. Oh man, I'm doing a horrible job at counting and talking. No squealing, remember that it's all in your head. 1818. All in your head. So, you feel useless. You know that future's still coming on, but when you finally draw out that Knight of Wands to relay that passionate message, like, oh my goodness. Well, now all of a sudden, you're manifesting. Oh man, I wanted to use the word, like, whatever it is that makes you complete, but I still don't like that, because complete on your own, this is where we would internalize it. You're logical and emotional, rational. I wanted to end it at the end of the song. I took too long jabbering. I was hoping I'd be done shuffling and be able to pull out one card. Again, I'm learning time management. Bear with me here. But you know what I got? Show the world the real you. Oh, this so ties in with yesterday. Come as you are. Let go of your fears. Let go of your worries. Show the world the real you. You beautiful full moon. Shining. Shining. Reflecting, because the moon. I say the moon doesn't have any light of its own. It's reflecting the sunlight, right? Which is gorgeous. However, I'm over here. Yeah, there's a somehow, like, I'm getting ready to be like, well, that means you don't have the light inside you. But no, I believe you do. I somehow I don't believe that. I don't believe what I was getting ready to say. So now I'm sitting here awkwardly stumbling over it. We'll move on. Aries, Aquarius. So what I know of Aquarius, at least my personal experiences, seemingly super aloof. They're the ones that you're going to be having this conversation with, and they seem like they're super not into it, and then all of a sudden they appear out of nowhere, like quoting every single word you just said, because they were paying a lot more attention than you may know. You may not see them watching, but they're watching. It's the water barrier. Pouring out the water into the waterfall, right? We'll never be the same again. The purple crown chakra. Beautiful. Well, see, no, I said that. Purple to me, and I know you see them in different things. It's blue, purple, white. So, third eye chakra, purple. You're forgiven. And on the forgiven note, this was actually something that popped up when I was looking to pull up the mirror thing. And I was gonna be done on all this, however, since we threw out that forgiven part right there, I feel like maybe this is the note that I need to end on. Maybe that's why I'm sitting here dilly-dallying, because I had just one last thing to say. It's 8:42. Infinite, eternal answer to life, death, and the universe. Search your mirrors once again. You know, it may come crashing down, but it's got to crash down to rebuild. You got to have ashes if you want to rebuild from the ashes. However, I will say, like, I'm personally not so into rebuilding from the ashes. Like, I think that our ashes are polluted and we need to create new. So here what I have for you. The Titans of Judgment therefore looked each other squarely in the mirror and become resolved within each other. The mistakes of both sides of the argument are fully realized, and so all hearts and minds embark upon the collective path of reversing all our curses together. What was once judgment becomes understanding and mercy, acceptance, and compassion. This is called forgiveness.
Meet me on the mountain where the wind keeps blowing
Forgiveness.
the blues away.
Meet me on the mountain. Let's blow those blues away. Climb high in the sky. And not even forgive ourselves, but or forgive each other, but forgive ourselves. Forgive yourself. Look in the mirror. Be happy to see yourself again. We'll see you soon. If you liked all this, the whole shebang there, please subscribe, like, share. I'm just starting off. This is my second video I'm uploading, so meet me on the mountain and help me grow. Let's grow together. I'll help you grow. You help me grow. I'm a fan of balanced reciprocity. I love you. I'm gonna go become a silly goose and dance my night away. I hope you all enjoy. You thought you could get rid of me that easy. Send me off to dance. I'm on my way. So I realized actually, I was driving on the road. I had said that I was gonna do these last ones as a mix of I want to say interrative. Interrative. It's our new intuitive tarot. Interrative. Intuitive and from the book. And I realized that's why I'm sitting here at the end of it all going, oh, I feel like I got something I'm missing, right? Well, I didn't want to make a liar of myself, so I'm back to throw some book action at you. Here we are. So we had the dragon and the magician, for the first two, the animal and the clarifying. So the dragon is spirit essence. So refresh your memory here if you forgot. It's seeing one's most true self, balancing the ego. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside ourselves. When we look in the mirror, deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon, breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies, witnessing this omnipotent energy even for a brief moment. Helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride. And as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Agni, A-G-N-I, is dim. Agni is described as inner fire or sacred intelligence. And may even just the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within you. Light that match. Because, just fitting, because we have the magician next, right? So the dragon in the third chakra. The subtle energy of the dragon lives at the navel center. It is in the Manipura chakra that Manipura translates to the city of hidden gems. And behind its gates burns the fire of our transformation and digestion. So again, the sages believe health of the fire at the navel center is what governs the ability to clearly see both the inner and outer dimensions. And then the magician. Self-empowerment and action. The magician is a card of boundless, expansive energy. Whereas many of the minor arcana deal with stillness or aspects of the mind, this card is all about action, action, action. It's time to see yourself. See yourself, right? As the wildcat. Embraces speed, grace, and abilities. Don't be afraid to begin. You have all the power of all four elements within your reach and fire in your navel, apparently. Now is the time to use them. So we went from there to the elk, right? We had the elk, which was with the Son of Cups. Refresh all of our memories here. The elk is stable, resilient, headstrong, the father. The great elk represents the earth element in its masculine form. This means it provides underlying support and stability amidst life's many changes. An elk personality, whether male or female, is fully established in themselves and knows their core values. They become known and respected for acting in ways that uphold those values. Sometimes the elk's ego can become inflated, but for the most part, they make damn good fathers, mothers, lovers, and friends. The world needs more elk energy. When in balance, it is supportive, kind, and consistent. When out of balance, pretentious, high and mighty. To bring into balance, eat and drink more consciously. And hey, tell people you love them. Go tell a stranger you love them. But mean it when you say it, because, don't be a liar. There's just something I wanted to say. The Son of Cups is artistic and introspective. Like all of the Cups family, the Sun truly excels within the arts. He is usually a musician or a visual artist of some kind, and he finds success within his field. His natural tendency to look inward adds to his charm and mystique. To others, he may seem secretive and even peaceful, while deep inside he carries a dark kernel of intensity. That dark inside the cup. It's coming out with rainbow light, but there is dark inside. Mysterious. That mysterious unknown, right? What will I leave behind? And then we had the hawk. I don't know how I lost the card. And the hawk went with, there it is. The hawk and the lovers. And them just soaring away. Beautiful. Fly, baby. Oh, man. Fun night. I have some more to add to things from earlier, kinda. But for now, one thing at a time. The hawk is a watchful, all-seeing messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you, and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings. I love you. Make sure you feel it every day. It is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. When in balance, it sees clearly and intuitive. When out of balance, it sees too much, suspicious. To bring into balance, a perspective shift. Clarified by the Lovers. There's just something I wanted to say. Alright. The Lovers. Where we at? Oh, I just passed it. Sorry. Sorry, it's a board game. Thank you for your patience while I just sit here and flip through pages. You guys are too kind. The Lovers. Union, joy, and desire. 2 Canadian geese are mates for life, traveling partners within an expansive sky. The Lovers card is a welcome sight in any reading, as it suggests that a beautiful and strong relationship is on the horizon. Yes, you'll experience all the thrills of desire and romance, but meanwhile, you'll be building a solid foundation together. The Lovers honor and respect each other, and with that, they can go anywhere. If you're already in a relationship, it's time to be grateful and nourish this rare and precious gem. You can go anywhere. With you by my side. And at the bottom of the deck, we had Wolf energy with Daughter of Wands, your underlying cause of everything, your underlying energy. The Wolf, the guardian of the family and tribe, activism and ritual. The Wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all, exclude none. When in balance, reliable, democratic, and fearless. When out of balance, judgmental and dominating. To bring into balance, practice letting go. Let go. Daughter of Wands, because we have a new beginning coming, right? Daughter of Wands. Visionary and passionate. The Daughter of Wands is a free spirit, a truly visionary creature. She usually waits until later to settle down or start a family, as she's busy with her career. She can be stubborn and much stronger than she looks. As with all the Wands family, the daughter makes a dangerous enemy. This card can also represent a woman going through a transformation or spiritual breakthrough. So, now that I have done everything I said I was going to do, I do have just a little more to add as far as, so I left. I realized, oh shit, I forgot. Making a liar out of myself, right? But then even just, like, I was running late, I knew this, right? Seeing too many shiny things and this, that, and the other. Well, and then in my haste, once I got on the highway, we'll start. First, I pulled out of my driveway, and before I got to the end of the street, luckily I realized I didn't have my ID on me. Well, you need your ID for the venue, right? My tickets at will call and da-da-da. So, turned around and I didn't know where my ID was. Like, I remember looking for it before. Like, all right, so like stop, think about it. Where would it be? Click. Boom. Okay, got it. Got my ID. Back on the road again. And in my haste to get around the slower traffic over here, get over in the left lane, and I didn't even realize I ended up passing the exit I was looking for. Like, it was not far down the road, and all of a sudden, I'm at the exit after it, and I kind of questioned, and I got down another exit, and I went, oh, and well, it was like 2 more exits before I was finally able to turn around, and then I got on the little roundabout, right, and totally got back on the highway going the wrong direction again. Had to go down another exit to turn around and come back. But I tell ya, like, there was a guy pulling out right in front right when I got there, and I got rockstar parking. So, I mean, really, if I were like 30 seconds later, because he was pulling out right after I passed, so I still had to turn around and go snag the spot. But, I thought I had missed the first set for sure, right? And I went in, and no problem getting in, this, that, and the other. Rockstar parking literally right across the street. And then when I got in there, I heard that, and I'm not sure what happened, but the show was delayed for about an hour before it started. And I got there before set break and had a great time, danced my butt off. Long story short, it was going past the original exit, taking the scenic route, still going the wrong way, like twice. I overshot this and had to turn around, but the show waited for me, and I didn't miss a whole lot of it at all, and I was shocked. It was very, very kind of you guys at Goose to postpone the show until I got there. And it did start before I got there, but like when you're already running late, you can't expect everything to just wait for you forever and ever, right? Long story short, tying this in with just the reading that I did right before, it was a lot of anxiety, texting, deleting. Oh my goodness, let's just I have more nerves about getting this started and breaking the ice than once you're in, man. All right, like I'm ready to go. And sometimes you gotta take the long way to get there. Like I was talking with a friend tonight. We were in Colorado at a show together, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, we heard you were gonna be there, and then you didn't show up." And I went, "Oh yeah, that was Friday when I ended up missing 2 flights and had to take a layover in Chicago to get out there. So sometimes you gotta backtrack before you make it, but you know what? I still made it, and maybe it wasn't on my time, but it was still on time, and it was magical, right? Both nights, that night in Colorado and tonight, Point being, a lot of these things that can keep us stuck in our head looking back are things that we thought we may have missed, opportunities that we thought are long gone. And crap, I already passed that exit. I can't. We're done, right? But it's okay to turn around. Sometimes we take the long way home, right? You gotta get the scenic route. And don't ever be afraid to turn around and go back to the magic. Really, all around you. Sometimes we just don't see it. Didn't see the exit. I was so busy looking over here and paying attention to this that I didn't even realize I passed it. But you know what? Still made it just in time. Now everybody on the bus, get on the bus. Midwest Psychedelic Funk Road Showdown. Yeah, okay. I'm done for good now with all of this, and Let your impulsive side take over. Let go of control. Let go of overanalyzing. Let go of overthinking. Because sometimes the magic waits. The magic's right there waiting for you to turn around and pick it up. Right? Go get it. Go get yours, boo. Get it. All right. I'm out. I love you all.